just filled up here right before heading to the Keys so that I don't have to worry about potentially more expensive down there. Let's head south. These are mangrove trees here, and you can see how they grow right underneath the water like that. It's so cool. And then they have air roots like this that just grow into the water from where they are. And it's really cool to just be lying here with mangrove roots. Good morning, good afternoon. We are Stick the Eagle and we're in Key Marathon right now. Just lying on a wooden dock among the mangroves, waiting for our Dry Tortugas ticket. So it's peaceful out here. I love it. So I'm definitely at the stage of recovering from my sunburn. This is why my feet hurt so much, I think. This place has kayaks. This is where I'm staying in Key Marathon, right there. At a pretty good rate, $140 a night for the 2 nights. So wait to go to Dry Tortugas. All these small planes going into the airport too. These hotels are different because you can drive up or you can boat up. They have boat docks. And you can, any of these spaces are open for a boat. They have letters here. And you can boat up and stay, which is interesting. This is my first time like having the opportunity to just take a shower and swim and refresh myself. So I'm enjoying it right now, the day before we go to Tortugas. Nice breeze too, and plenty of shade. Debating about whether I'm gonna take a kayak out. Gosh, these guys are just wandering around. We're walking along Route 1 to a half mile, a restaurant about a half mile up the road that's relatively cheap. So we're gonna have some dinner and continue relaxing and editing videos, probably watching a game, things like those. So let's go find something to eat. There's pretty red flowers. I honestly expected the prices to be a lot higher here, but they're not in Key Marathon. Gas prices are the same, and food prices are the same as the restaurants you see elsewhere in Florida. So where the prices are really different are in Key West itself. So I'm happy to be here in Marathon. Key West is an hour drive from here, so we'll need an early start, but we'll get that early start, and we'll get there for 7 a.m., which is when we're supposed to be, well, before 7 a.m., because 7 is when we're supposed to be there to check in for Dry Tortugas. It's a Winn-Dixie. Winn-Dixie supermarket. second course has arrived. Look at that. Looks wonderful. This is how we do checks now, I guess. That was super nice. They even got the locals discount, and I'm definitely not a local. So I gave her an extra tip because of that. Hello. Florida Keys here in Marathon, Florida. These holes are formed by the water, I suppose. They have to be. Winn-Dixie, where wild roosters roam about. Do you know what kind of trees? How intriguing are the roosters in the trees? Huh. There's also one right here. Guys, this light is so weird. I just tap it. And it does that. Anyway, life is good with some liquid IV. Let's go. Still have these from the trail. Get in there. Yeah, I gotta be careful here. Liquid IV. So right now we are in Key Marathon, about 50-minute drive from Key West, where we need to be early tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. wake up call, because we need to check in before 7 o'clock. That means we need to be parked and at the marina for the 7 o'clock boat to take us to Dry Tortugas Mañana tomorrow, y'all. I'm excited to visit Dry Tortugas, and then after that, we're gonna start heading north, back through Florida and over to Alabama, I'm planning. Oh yeah, but before Alabama, I gotta go through Georgia and hit the Braves, Atlanta Braves, and maybe Springer Mountain, Bud Mountain, we'll see.